everyone, it's Mike here. So today I have a little bit of an unusual 7 days of Halloween thing to share with you, but it's not a project. I'm not going to be doing any art because I've already done it. This is more of a flip through and a show and tell. But there is a little bit of a backstory and a little bit of an explanation of this before I jump into it. And it stems back almost a year. So around about this time last year, or maybe even earlier actually, it was a lot earlier, probably about June, July time, it may even be May, I was contacted via my website, I think Facebook or whatever it was at that time, by a lady who lived around, I think the Manchester area, a lady called Vanessa. Now, Vanessa contacted me and kind of a longish email. And she'd been going through a bit of a rough patch, and I won't go into any details, but needless to say, at the end of the email I thought that, you know, she needed cheering up. So I contacted her, or contacted her back, and I said to her, look, it was after I'd done one of these journal making, handmade journal videos, that kind of thing, and I contacted her and said, look, why don't you come over and we'll sit and we'll have a play day and we'll create a handmade journal together. Now, Vanessa wanted to do a particular type of handmade journal featuring predominantly the characters from the Addams Family. So because it was going to be a personal project, there was no issues with copyright or anything like that, because it was just going to be something we could be able to do, put together and have a really good laugh while we're doing it and learn in the process. Now, a very short while after that, that's when we were broken into and stuff got stolen, and it took a long time to recover from that, and the house went on the market, and one thing led to another, and it got to the point where we never actually got to do the play date. And I've not heard from Vanessa for quite some time. So, Vanessa, if you're watching this, if you're still following me on YouTube, can you get in touch with me? Because I have something for you here. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've created a journal for Vanessa. It's quite a thick one, based on the Addams Family. It's got, oh, I'll just show you around. So as you can see, it's a rigid card front. It's got a plain black book plate on the spine, so you can write whatever you want in there, and it's also got the metallic corners. But I ordered the fabric specifically for this. It's not some fabric that was sent in Happy Mail. I actually ordered this from a fabric supplier because it's got the crows, it's got the spiders' webs, it's got the bats, it's got lace. It's goth gone mad. And as you can see, the pattern follows all the way through. I've tried to place it so we've actually got like a crow and a spider on the spine, but you've also got the nice detail on the front as well. It's an elasticated closure. If you want to, you can change it because it's not fixed. It'll just pull straight out and go back again. So you can change it for a bigger one or a ribbon if you want to. So the contents. It's actually open at the front. Now, as I normally do, I create these journals. There's around about 240 pages in this journal. It's a real thick one. I normally put 5 signatures in, and I kind of split it between, and I normally repeat the signatures 5 times. So I do one set, and I'll print and stitch in 5 times. So there's like a variation, but in each one I'll put something unique. The front, as you can see, has the end covers. There is a hidden pocket where you can keep your quill. And then each of the signatures has a vellum wrap. I've added on the illustrations that I went for this Addams Family journal were the original cartoon or comic strip illustrations from Charles Addams back in the day. Not the TV series, not the films, and certainly not the new animated movie that they've just done and is about to hit the theatres or hit the cinemas. So each one has its own kind of vellum wrap, and then when you open, it's printed not on tea-dyed paper this time, it's actually on parchment. So it's a kind of creamy, mottled, beautiful, slightly thicker. It's around about 90 to 100 GSM. I'm not sure what the poundage is for that, but it's big, thicker than standard printer paper, but it still fits through the printer. And each page, as you can see, has something different on it. Now this obviously is repeated because these are A4, so this is an A5 size journal. If I can get my ruler. There we go. So, oh, it says pull in the cloth. No, don't do that. So we're looking. So each one is just under 6 inches wide, and then across the entire journal itself is around about 22 centimeters. So that's just under 10 inches. So it's about 9 3/4. It's a nice sized journal. So you've got plenty of spaces. Now I'm not one of these people that likes to put loads and loads of junk in my journals. I like my journals to be functional and useful, rather than you've got pages that you don't really know what you can do with, because there's not hardly any space to put things. This is a functional one. This can actually be used for journaling into, or for writing and creating memories, or writing recipes, or whatever you want to write in there. Use it as a diary, whatever you want. So there are different pages. You've got little pages that says forget-me-nots up in the top. You've got spiders with some splatters, but I've also included some black pages as well, so you can actually write on these pages in a white or silver pen. And obviously I've stamped some spider webs with white ink in the corner. And then we've got secrets never to be told with a little heart, but a gothic kind of heart, and then we've got a little skull and crossbones in the corner, and then we've got some little stitchy scribbly kind of corner borders up there, which I did by hand, then scanned them and then brought them in to the computer and placed them on the pages. And then we've got a little scrappy bat, a little tombstone. You can write in page numbers or a date in there if you want to, or use this for bullet journaling. And then obviously you've got the other side. And then on this page I've got a little coffin tag. So you can use that for journaling on, but the actual tuck spot is a gravestone. Now this is actually a gravestone that is from our local cemetery, or my local cemetery. I went in one day with my camera and took lots and lots of photographs of gravestones. Brought the photographs back, brought them into my Adobe Photoshop, cut it out to remove the background, and then digitally removed all of the writing of the person whose gravestone it was, and I've just left across the top in loving memory of, just in white. You can just see it, it's just there. So you can write on this if you want to. But cool, so you've got the page, you've got the tag, you've got the tuck spot, and that's a real gravestone from my local cemetery. So there's plenty of those. And then as we go through, you've got plain pages, you've got ones with like rick-rack, zigzaggy stitching, again all done by hand by me, not stitched. I drew it, scanned it, brought it in, and then you've got the little mini family portrait of the Addams family there. And then each signature has a different character in, so this one is the little character study of Morticia Addams, and you've got the spiders. And then on one of the black pages you've also got another little pocket, and I've created some little bat paperclip hangers, so you can attach stuff using the bat-shaped paperclip if you want to, or you can use it for, well, I don't know, you can use it for all sorts of stuff. And there is a little bit of ribbon attached to each one. But what I've also done for this is I've got a series of cabinet cards inside this Now I don't know why, but Siri's just jumped to life on my phone. No, go to sleep. Strange creature. Just power off. A cabinet card, that's where I was at. So these are cabinet cards that feature some very, very strange characters. Now, because I'm not selling this journal, I'm going to give this journal away. There's no issue again with copyright. So I've taken, some people have actually got some old cabinet cards and then they've altered them themselves. And I've taken the image and dropped it onto my cabinet card, my own style cabinet card, and there's the back. So we've got the Transylvanian Neo-Victorian photography, cabinet portraits, and the name of the photographer is Alcard, and if you look carefully it's the word Dracula backwards, and the address for the photography studio is 13 Cemetery Road, Cluj-Napoca, which is the capital city of Transylvania. But that's just not a normal cabinet card, because I don't do normal cabinet cards. As you can see, it features other members not so well known of the Addams family, in my mind. This is my imagination, and these are the Simon twins. Yeah. But you can use this for journaling on too. So behind the photograph and underneath the photograph you have a journaling spot where you can add secrets or things that you want to remember, or just things that have happened to you if you want to. So that's on the back of that one, and that tucks nicely into the pocket. Now the pockets obviously match the pattern of the skull damask that's also on the end papers. So you can add a few bits and pieces in like that. So that's the, I haven't got to the middle of the first signature yet. So we've got more blank pages to write in if you want to, or draw or sketch on, writing papers, and then we've got Gomez, Addams, and then again another of the family portrait, another black page, and then we start to head back out again from the centre. What was the centre page on this one? It was that one. It was the spiders. You can see I've stitched through but not joined it. That's hidden in the back. So all the way back out to the end of that signature. And then we repeat that back another 4 times. So you can see there's a lot of pages in there to play with and use. So I'll quickly flick through this now and I'll show you the other pages. So again, you've got another coffin shaped journaling card with that gravestone. And then who have we got on this one? We've got Wednesday Addams. That's better. So Wednesday Addams on this one, and then on the opposite side, oh, let's have a look. So on this one, this cabinet card, again, done the same way. These are what I call the Mutt sisters. And again, you have journaling spots and another one of those altered paper clips with the bat and the black ribbon. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So again, we go all the way through, out of that signature into the next signature. So signature 3, so this is the middle signature. So again, as you can see, varying the pages, another tag, and then on the back of this one we have Grandma Addams. And now on this one, this cabinet card, we've got Uncle Mantis. It's cool. And again, another journaling spot. Like I said, I didn't create these images. These are images of that I found on the internet. But because I'm not selling it, it's for personal use, I'm going to be giving it away. It's okay, not making any profit from it. Okay, so up to the middle, so you've got a piece of black ribbon which is your placeholder, and then we flick through and then you've got Uncle Fester. There's that one. Again, portrait, more pages to write and play in, bullet journaling, writing pages, secrets never to be told, and forget-me-nots, into the 4th signature. Whenever I've shown these journals in the past, people have said what they like about when I do journals is the fact that these are functional journals and there's not wasted pages, with bits of lace and that kind of stuff that you can't really write on top of or use or whatever. I know some people love that, the textures and all the stitching and all that kind of stuff, but when I do a journal I want to be able to use it. So it's just not decorative, it's actually something that you can use fully. That's just me. Obviously there's nothing wrong with the pages, the books that people create with all the frilly bits and the end, the straggly bits of the stitching that they've done and bits of junk journaling that they've added in. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Not one little bit. It's just not me. Okay, so Addams Family in this one, so we've got Uncle Fester again. Couldn't find one for Cousin It, but never mind. Cousin Brian. Brian. Yep, again. Another one of those paper clips that you can use. Altered paper clip with the baton. Scoot all the way through. We've got this Lurch. There we go. I knew he was in there somewhere. There's Lurch. Our Lurch. Again, small enough to be decorative, but you've still got loads of space that you can use for writing. Family portrait again, and then we go all the way through and then to the end signature, and I think I had to repeat on this one because I couldn't find any more different pictures of the different members of family. We've actually done them. I'm sure I did Wednesday as well somewhere. Not Wednesday, Pugsley. I'm sure Pugsley's in here somewhere. Oh yeah, and the last cabinet card. This is Cousin Iris. Yes. Again, you can use the card for journaling. Cousin Iris, honestly. Wednesday, I'm sure Pugsley's in there somewhere. He is, I know he is. I know Pugsley's in there. I've probably already shown you him and just forgotten because that's just, you know, that's just me. I'm not getting any younger. So again, another coffin journaling card with that little tuck spot. You can tear that off. You can use that tuck spot to add a photograph, and then you can use the tag for something else. It's entirely up to you. But there you go. So that is my take, my theme for an Addams Family themed handmade journal. And right at the very back you have, let's just see if we can grab one of those, cabinet cards, another pocket, hidden pocket. That you can utilise to put stuff into. So I'll just take that back, and as you can see, that's where the elasticated, thick elastic closure goes. Now you can do it widthwise, or you can do it top and bottom entirely, whichever way you want to do it. So Vanessa, if you're watching this, please get in touch. I do apologise that we never got round to doing our play date, but to make up for it, I'm going to gift or donate this to you, just to say I'm sorry. Well, I hope you've enjoyed watching me flick through that handmade journal based on the Addams Family. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share the video with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel already, you can do so by clicking the button at the end of the video. But if you would like me to make you one of these, please, or on a different theme or a different style, please do get in touch, because we can have a chat and see how and what it is that you want, and I'll see about making one for you. So that's all from me for now. I'll see you all again very, very soon. Bye for now.
Ooh.